he's just here to go through you on Feb 22nd?
Yeah, listen, he can. That's his opinion. He can do whatever he wants to do, but I want to stop him.
And him and Daniel is going to be a great fight, no doubt about that. It's going to be a great fight.
Do you know what I chose the other fighters, the last 3 fights against him, Miller, Hrgovic, and Joshua, and he proved me wrong each and every time. So respect to Dubois, he's on form.
He's been in there with Usyk as well.
But he's like, his confidence is sky high, massive.
Andy Lee has been amazing for him. I spoke to Joe on my podcast a couple of days ago, and he is just absolutely bang up for this.
Anticipation is building for the highly awaited showdown between Joseph Parker and Daniel Dubois, set for February 2025, with the IBF heavyweight title on the line. The boxing world is abuzz as fighters, promoters, and analysts weigh in on this exciting matchup, offering insights into what could be a defining moment in both fighters' careers. Renowned British sports promoter Frank Warren has spoken highly of former world champion Joseph Parker, describing him as a formidable and accomplished fighter. Warren emphasized Parker's winning track record and praised his physical presence.
Joseph Parker's been a remarkable story, the way he's turned his career around.
Unbelievable. I mean, he's a winning fighter, ex-world champion. In fact, I see him at the last show.
He's filled out.
He looked big. He looked so big. I was quite...
Reflecting on a recent encounter, Warren recounted meeting Parker at a previous event, noting that Joseph Parker looked big and strong. He elaborated on the moment, explaining that Parker was stepping out of an elevator as he was stepping in, and Parker's imposing physique prompted him to take a second look. Looking ahead to Parker's upcoming fight with Daniel Dubois, Warren expressed his excitement, confidently stating, "It's going to be a great fight, no doubt about that."
He got out the lift as I was getting in. I looked at him, I had a double take. But he looks big. I know he's doing the weights or what he's doing, but he looks a big man. And him and Daniel is going to be a great fight.
Frank Warren claimed that Daniel Dubois has matured mentally in a significant way. He highlighted that Dubois now conducts himself very differently compared to the past, with no interest in boasting or acting tough.
He's matured mentally in a big way. The way he conducts himself now is much different than before. I mean, you couldn't get 2 words out of him. He has no interest in, mouthing off and being the big guy, and all that.
Warren also recalled how Dubois spontaneously jumped into the ring after the Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury rematch, an action that was out of character for him. When Warren spoke to him about it afterward, Dubois simply expressed his desire for the fight to happen, seeking revenge. Frank added, "He's very confident in what he can do. We know he's got the tools, he's shown that."
I mean, even when he jumps in the ring after the fight and challenge Usyk, it's quite spontaneous, and that's not really how I've ever seen him. But he, when I spoke with him afterwards about it, I mean, he just says that he wants that fight. He wants the revenge.
British sports promoter Eddie Hearn emphasized the importance of not counting your chickens before they hatch, suggesting that it might not be as certain as some believe that Daniel Dubois will defeat Joseph Parker. Hearn expressed respect for Parker, stating that he is currently on a tremendous run of form. According to Hearn, Parker is in the shape of his life and is extremely confident heading into the fight. The confidence and current physical condition of Parker make him a formidable opponent, and Hearn believes this will be a challenging fight for Dubois.
One thing I will tell you is, don't count your chickens. I don't think Daniel Dubois will necessarily beat Joseph Parker. I think Joseph Parker's on a tremendous run of form. He's in the shape of his life. He's extremely confident, but Dubois has a lot of confidence himself right now.
Joseph Parker was interviewed by Box Nation recently at the Ring Magazine Gala. In response to a question about beating Dubois, Joseph Parker pointed out that Daniel Dubois has been displaying a high level of confidence, noting that he has looked impressive in his last 3 fights. According to Parker, Dubois has shown improvement with each fight, continually getting better and better as he progresses in his career.
Daniel Dubois is very confident, and he looked great in his last 3 fights. And he's looked good with each fight. Each and every fight, he's looked better and better.
Joseph Parker claims to possess the experience, speed, movement, and power needed to succeed, and he will be showcasing all of these attributes in his upcoming fight on the 22nd of February. He emphasized that he plans to put all his abilities to maximum use against Dubois. Parker added, Daniel Dubois, can do anything he wants to do, but I want to stop him.
I feel like I have experience and speed, movement, power. Been working on some power, so I'm going to let it all let it all out on the 22nd of February.
British professional boxer and interim IBF heavyweight champion Daniel Dubois expressed his excitement ahead of his upcoming fight on the TalkSport Boxing YouTube channel, saying that he is glad to finally have an opponent. He also shared his enthusiasm for the Riyadh season 2025, looking forward to showcasing his skills in what promises to be an electrifying showdown. Dubois is clearly eager to step into the ring and prove himself on the global stage. Dubois added, "I am just out ready to seek and destroy and go to work again. It's been talked about for a while, so I am finally glad to get on and get in the ring and show people I am the real deal."
Really excited and ready to go. I'm glad I've got an opponent now, and I'm just out ready to seek and destroy and go to work again.
When hosts at TalkSport Boxing asked Daniel Dubois about his thoughts on Joseph Parker and what he believes he needs to do to secure a win, Dubois confidently responded that he needs to be better in every department. He stated that he has to be better in every aspect, including speed, youth, energy, and power, adding that he must bring his best performance. He also acknowledged Parker's experience, referring to him as an experienced veteran of the game, but emphasized his readiness to rise to the challenge.
What do you think of Parker? What do you think you've got to do on the night to get a win?
I think I've got to just go right through and be better at everything, better in every department, in every department, speed, youth, energy, power, everything. I've got to bring it. He's an experienced veteran of the game, so I've got to just essentially just break him down and finish him off.
Joseph Parker recently spoke with former pro boxer Carl Froch on his YouTube channel, Froch on Fighting. Parker went on to describe himself now as a very different person as compared to the old him when he faced Anthony Joshua. He explained that he has grown considerably, not only as a fighter, but also as a man and a father. Parker emphasized his own maturity and how it has influenced his perspective on his career. Expressing his enthusiasm and commitment to boxing, Parker stated, "I love what I do now more than ever."
So it's like a stage 2 of your career, isn't it? Because you've had a great career. I can remember when you fought AJ, when AJ was building.
I feel like the me back then is a lot different to the me now.
Yeah.
I'm a lot more mature.
No, definitely.
As a man, as a father, as a fighter, and I love what I do now more.
Joseph Parker answered a series of intriguing questions, including which retired boxer he would most like to face. Without hesitation, Parker chose the legendary heavyweight Mike Tyson as his dream opponent. Froch, clearly amused, joked by asking if Parker had a death wish. Parker responded with admiration for Tyson, describing him as a vicious and dominant force in the ring.
If you could spar with one retired boxer, who would it be?
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
In his prime, yeah. Test myself against the beast.
Don't you like life? He was.
Yeah, he was vicious, vicious, ferocious.
Good sparring, now, wasn't it? That would have been
spinal.
It'd been good sparring. That would have been brilliant.
Gareth A. Davies states that it is a fight that has been talked about in the past a lot, and he really likes this matchup and will be looking forward to it. He adds that both fighters are flying high. Gareth claims it to be a stadium event worthy.
Well, it's a fight we've talked about in the past. It's a really good fight. I really like it.
Sports commentator Adam Smith expressed his excitement about the upcoming fight between Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker, describing it as a fabulous matchup. Speaking with the Seconds Out YouTube channel, Smith shared that he recently spent time with both fighters while the bout was still in discussion. During those moments, he reflected on the possibility of one of them not wanting the fight, thinking to himself that it seemed almost too good to be true.
I think it's a fabulous fight. I spent time with both of them actually recently, and while it was being mooted on, I was thinking, is one of them not going to want this? Or it was almost too good to be true.
Adam Smith also noted that he had to remind himself this fight was not Daniel Dubois' first defense of the IBF heavyweight title, but his second. He pointed out that while many associate the title with Anthony Joshua, Dubois has already been crowned champion before and successfully defended the belt once before this matchup.
I had to remind myself it's not actually the first defense of Daniel's IBF title, it's the second defense. We all think of AJ as where he won it, but of course he was crowned before. So he's had one defense already, and he could easily have been allowed a sort of softer, second one.
Adam Smith praised Joseph Parker, highlighting that the former champion is in the form of his life. He also added that Parker's partnership with trainer Andy Lee has been a perfect fit, emphasizing how the collaboration has brought out the best in Parker's performances. Adam added, Parker has put a bit of muscle on. He's got George Lockhart with him. He's got Andy Lee. He's got a great team. Obviously one of the nicest people in boxing.
No soft touch here. Joseph Parker's in the form of his life. Andy Lee has been amazing for him. I spoke to Joe on my podcast a couple of days ago, and he is just absolutely bang up for this.
Adam Smith praised Daniel Dubois, noting that the young fighter has both momentum and confidence on his side. He remarked on the fantastic energy around Dubois, sharing that after returning from holidays in Brazil, Dubois came back super sharp. Smith added that he witnessed Dubois in one of his first training sessions back, hitting the pads, and he looked absolutely incredible. He further added, "I think it's a fantastic fight we could have that just on its own."
Daniel Dubois has got the momentum and the confidence now. It's fantastic being around him. He came back from a holiday in Brazil, super sharp. I saw him on the pads maybe in his first or second training session back, and he looked incredible. So I'm really excited about that fight.
Boxing trainer Andre Rozier shared his thoughts on the upcoming fight between Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker during an interview with YSM Sports Media, describing it as a very interesting matchup. He mentioned that it's a 50-50 fight.
Interesting fight. Interesting. I'm gonna say it's 50-50 now.
Though he leans slightly toward Dubois, however, Rozier emphasized that Parker should not be counted out, noting his fluidity and ability to stick and move. He added that Parker can create moments with his hands, making him a dangerous opponent in the ring. Andre added, "I like Parker for his speed, his finesse. He's not a big lumbering lummox of a fighter. He's just looking for one shot."
If anybody you're leaning towards a little bit, both guys have resurrected their careers. So
right.
This fight is crazy.
I agree with you 100%. I have to side a little bit more with Dubois, but Parker, you can't count him out. The fluidity, the ability to stick and move and create moments with his hand speed, it's very, very, very interesting. I have to say 50-50.
Boxing promoter and Oleksandr Usyk's manager, Alex Krassyuk, in an interview with Fight Hub TV, expressed his belief that Daniel Dubois will not defeat Joseph Parker. He seemed confident in Parker's abilities, stating that Dubois would struggle against the experienced fighter. He added that he sides with Parker to secure the victory.
Do you think Dubois wins Parker? My bet is with Parker.
Former world champion and partner of Daniel Dubois, Lawrence Okolie, in a conversation with Seconds Out, acknowledged that the upcoming fight between Dubois and Parker is a great challenge. He emphasized that Daniel Dubois has been placed in tough matchups, fight after fight, with each one being progressively harder. Okolie pointed out that Joseph Parker could present stylistic problems for Dubois, particularly with his speed and experience, which could be key factors in the fight.
I think it's a great fight, and they're really putting Dan in there, fight after fight after fight, hard fights, I think Joseph Parker stylistically could cause him a lot of problems with his speed and experience, and he's been in there with the likes of Wilder and Zhang, who are two massive punchers.
Lawrence stated, "I think Dan is just a bit too much on a roll right now." He added that while he favors Dubois to win, Parker's speed and experience might allow him to nullify Dubois' strengths and secure a decision victory.
I do favor Dan, but I can just see how Parker could just nullify and just work his way to a points decision.
Australian pro boxer Justice Hooney claims that Parker's speed and footwork are key advantages that could tip the fight in his favor. Justice Hooney has expressed confidence in Joseph Parker's ability to defeat Daniel Dubois in their upcoming bout. Hooney believes Parker has the necessary tools to secure victory, provided he avoids being drawn into Dubois' power game. Hooney stated, "I think Joseph Parker has what it takes to beat Dubois."
Beat Dubois, he's got the speed, footwork. Just as long as he doesn't, stay in there and get caught up in Dubois' fight, I think he's got what it takes to, get those saddles.
As the countdown to February 2025 continues, the boxing world remains divided on the outcome of this thrilling clash between Joseph Parker and Daniel Dubois. With both fighters determined to stake their claim to the IBF heavyweight title, fans can expect a high-stakes, action-packed bout that could redefine their careers. Who will emerge victorious? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, this is a fight not to be missed. If you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a like and share it with a fellow boxing fan. Who are you supporting in this epic showdown? Will Parker's experience and speed prevail, or will Dubois' power and confidence lead him to victory? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to Boxism and stay updated on all things boxing and MMA. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.